Talking with the Experts.
Welcome to Talking with the Experts, where we believe that success is a journey, and every journey is easier with help from friends. That's why we bring you top-notch experts and real business heroes eager to share their lessons from the road to success. We delve into new topics each week: effective marketing strategies, innovative problem solving, financial planning, and team building. We tackle everything you need to know to grow your business and keep it thriving. Whether you dream about launching your first startup or are a business veteran looking to shake things up, we've got you covered. With each episode, you'll gain knowledge, boost your confidence, and be inspired to take action. So, grab a coffee, make yourself comfortable, and join our exciting journey. You're not alone in this. We're here, guiding you, cheering for you, and celebrating each milestone. Let's turn your business dreams into reality, starting today. Here is your host, Rose Davidson.
Talking with the Experts.
In episode 486, Caleb O'Dowd speaks to us about how business owners can optimise and scale through online and offline marketing channels.
Most people, as an example, they start a restaurant and they have a good idea and they give it a shot. And restaurants have extremely high failure rates. Whereas if you came at it from the perspective of, what does this restaurant need to be to avoid all of the reasons why restaurants fail, then you're going to launch a restaurant that is designed to succeed, as opposed to a restaurant that you're just giving it a shot, So this is what we do. We sit down, we think about all of the various different reasons why we could fail, and we systematically then design the business to succeed and overcome those reasons why, things can fail. So
Talking with the Experts.
Hello and welcome to Talking with the Experts. I'm your host, Rose Davidson from rosedavidson.com. Talking with the Experts is all about business by business owners for business owners. You can find it on all good podcasting streaming platforms and on YouTube. Now tell me, do you know a lot about marketing and funnel optimization? Well, my next guest, Caleb O'Dowd, is a 9-figure marketing and advertising expert, author, award-winning speaker, and the founder of Multi-Channel Marketing, a company that's designed to help business owners optimize and scale through online and offline marketing channels. Welcome, Caleb, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much, Rose. It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me on your podcast.
Yeah, I think the leprechauns have got me now. So you were a high school dropout. Then you turned to an entrepreneur. And in the past sort of 19 years, you've generated $160 million in sales for companies that you've owned and operated. How did you do that?
Yeah, so I am a high school dropout. Very strangely, I'm proud of it. I had the opportunity to move from my hometown, a small little town in Ireland. At the age of 21, I had the opportunity to move to Miami Beach to mentor and work with a very legendary man in the marketing and advertising world. His name was Gary Halbert. And Gary was a phenomenal genius when it came to marketing and advertising. And, I had the good fortune of working with him and, for 3 years. And during that time, he got me into business. He taught me all about marketing, about business, about advertising. And my brother, John, and I started our first business, and we grew that to $1 million in revenue in our first year. We then, grew that business, to become a very significant business over the next few years. We then got into internet marketing. We started doing webinars. We started doing video sales letters. We started doing high volume advertising. And I guess we've just kind of grown from there. We've been doing a lot of sales funnels, a lot of cold traffic advertising, and over the past 19 years, we've done a considerable amount of sales, and advertising across a wide variety of different business models, across a wide variety of different channels, offline, direct mail, newspaper advertising, a little bit of radio, magazines. As I mentioned, then on the internet, we did CPA advertising. We've done webinars, video sales letters, book funnels, all sorts of various different funnels and different business models, product launches, and the whole lot. So we've done quite a bit of
Absolutely
different
amazing. My
activities over the
goodness, you've
past
been
19
busy.
years. We've been busy. Yeah, it's been a fun adventure.
Yeah, I guess for the person who, doesn't have a lot of funds to start with, what is the best way to use marketing and build a funnel?
Well, I certainly think that if that's kind of a two-part question. If you don't have a lot of funds, I kind of feel like the best thing for you to be focusing on really is building a tribe. There's a lot of different business models on the internet, a lot of different ways to make money online. But certainly I think that one of the greatest skills that you can acquire that would set you up for long-term financial freedom and security is the skill of building a tribe of people and establishing a relationship with that tribe of people, and then promoting various different products and services to them. The guys that I know that have the longest success and the most success are the guys that have really mastered that one skill alone. The guys that I see that struggle a lot, the guys that kind of go through feast or famine mode, which a lot of people do on the internet, they're the ones that haven't really mastered that one skill. So in terms of if you're starting out with not a lot of money, what should you be doing there? You should be focusing on, building an audience. There's a lot of free ways to do it. There's a lot of cheap ways to do it. But certainly I think that is a skill for a beginner. I think is one of the most foundational skills that you can acquire. In terms of sales funnels, sales funnels are a money-orientated activity. Most certainly, sales funnels can fit in with a free traffic strategy if you have a big following on YouTube or something like that. Sales funnels fit in there perfectly. The type of work that we do with sales funnels is very much a paid advertising activity. We spend or invest rather quite a lot of money every single month sending paid traffic, from the likes of Google and YouTube and Facebook to, carefully crafted sales funnels that are designed to, convert those advertising dollars into profits. So for us, the way that we do sales funnels, it's very much a paid advertising activity.
Yeah, I guess, and I've heard that paid advertising is, I guess, the go-to way to do stuff if you have the money that you can do that. But how can someone start small? How can they start, to get those click-throughs and so forth? So through paid advertising.
Yeah, I think if you're starting out, I think if you're starting out, you're a really good place to start would be to, promote some affiliate products. There are lots and lots of various different funnels out there for promoting affiliate products. A lot of guys make a lot of money, have a lot of success, promoting affiliate products. Some super affiliates are making $10,000-$20,000 a day, promoting affiliate products. So it's a business model that, can get you into the game pretty quick. And there is a lot of room for people to grow and become enormously successful with affiliate marketing. So I think, starting out, if you don't have your own products and, you are really just looking to test the waters there and kind of get started with things, then there's a lot of affiliate networks that have very successful offers that you can promote with YouTube traffic as an example. So I guess that would be my answer. We do things a little differently. We promote our own products, we promote our own services. We do affiliate marketing for sure, but certainly our work with sales funnels is more about acquiring customers for our business in volume, and then upselling them into higher priced products and services. And certainly that is a more sophisticated game, for people that have their own products, have their own services and things like that. But certainly if you're starting out, I think that affiliate marketing is a fabulous way to go.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think you've got to start somewhere, and when you get comfortable with affiliate marketing, then you can go and spruik your own products and services, and because you're more comfortable with how stuff works. How do you build your funnel, Caleb?
Yeah, we do it. I think in a very systematic way. I have learned over the years that the game is more about avoiding failure. This is a very interesting kind of concept. To make sales funnels work on cold traffic, there's a high failure rate. And a lot of the ways that people approach creating sales funnels on cold traffic is they're trying to create a winner. But I come at it from a different perspective, and the perspective that I've come at it from has allowed me to significantly increase my own success rate. And that is, I try and identify all of the various different ways in which I could fail, and I build my funnel to avoid failure. And in avoiding failure, my success rate goes very, very high. So if you take that approach of what are all the ways that I can fail, this is, I think, a great kind of approach to take with any and all business activities, not just sales funnels. But most people, as an example, they start a restaurant and they have a good idea and they give it a shot. And restaurants have extremely high failure rates. Whereas if you came at it from the perspective of, what does this restaurant need to be to avoid all of the reasons why restaurants fail, then you're going to launch a restaurant that is designed to succeed, as opposed to a restaurant that you're just giving it a shot. So this is what we do. We sit down, we think about all of the various different reasons why we could fail, and we systematically then design the business to succeed and overcome those reasons why things can fail. So as an example, if it starts with the niche that we get into, we really only want to be involved in niches where there's a very, very high passion index. People are very passionate about the topic. People are buying products in volume in those niches. So we only want to get into highly competitive niches. Beginners try and get into niches where there's no competition, but it's a flaw in thinking. We want to get into niches where the competition level is extreme, because that's where all the money is. So from a niche perspective, we want to be in highly competitive niches. From a prospect targeting perspective, because you can fail by picking the wrong niche, you can also fail by targeting the wrong prospect. So the type of prospect that we want to target is someone who's a buyer. And that's an interesting thing to say, because obviously you only want to target people who are buyers. But the problem is that 9 out of 10 people in a niche are non-buyers. And the big mistake that most marketers make is they target too much of a broad audience. They don't really target the people who have their credit card in their hand and are actively looking to purchase a solution. But when you only target those people, your success rate goes through the roof, because they're actively looking to buy something, as opposed to somebody who's not actively looking to buy something. I'll give you a good example. My wife and I are interested in purchasing a home, but we don't know what neighborhoods we want to be in. We don't know, the schools, the story with the schools. We are in that market. We are a prospect in that market, but we're not a buyer right now. We're information seeking. So for anybody who plans to spend their advertising dollar acquiring me as a prospect for the purchase of a home, it's going to be a waste of their advertising dollar, because yes, I'm in the niche, but I'm not a buyer. So you can fail by targeting non-buyers. One of the most common reasons why people fail on the internet is because they target non-buyers. So we go out and we target buyers. We target the people that are, have credit cards in their hands and are looking to buy something. And as a result, our success rate, goes through the roof. It goes from there. Then we try and we identify who the competitors are. I always want to make sure that I understand who the top 5 competitors are in the niche. If I understand who the top 5 competitors are, then, and I'm able to reverse engineer what it is that they're doing, then I have the blueprint for success. If you had to travel through the Amazon jungle, your likelihood of getting to where you want to go without a map is extremely low. You're likely to get into all sorts of trouble and not reach your destination. Whereas if you have a map, your success rate, your likelihood of getting where you want to go is significantly higher. So most people, most business owners, they get into a niche, they don't have any map. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what they need to do. They don't know what path they need to travel upon to successfully reach their goal. So I sit down, I identify my top 5 competitors because they have the map. So once I identify my top 5 competitors, I reverse engineer everything that they're doing. I find out what they're selling, where they're selling, who they're selling it to, and how they're selling it. And once I know these things, then I have the map. It's not that I plagiarize or copy anything that they're doing. What I'm looking for is the formula for success. Because once I know the formula for success, from that point forward, then I now know exactly what I need to do in order to succeed. From there, once I have the formula for success, I start to sit down and think about, how can I position my solution as new, unique, exciting, and better than everything else that's out there? If I can position my solution as new, unique, exciting, and better than everything else that's out there, then I park the prospect that I'm targeting in a very interesting place. The place that I park that prospect in is, the prospect either has to settle for an inferior solution or make the decision to buy a superior solution. So by creating this contrast, by positioning my solution as better than all other solutions that are out there, I create this dynamic. And the dynamic is, in the prospect's mind, I could, at this stage, now that I know the flaws and limitations in all other solutions, and now I understand why this solution is better than all other solutions, it's a logical decision now to purchase Caleb's solution over all other solutions. So I focus very much on creating a position in the prospect's mind that my solution is new, unique, and exciting, better than all other solutions that are out there. Because a big realization that I've had over the years is that there's so much competition in the marketplace right now that we're not dealing with a first-time prospect. We're always dealing with somebody who has done a lot of window shopping. They know what kind of solutions are out there, and they know, what the solutions are, what the benefits are. So by positioning my solution as better than all other solutions, I get to acquire more customers than my competitors. It's a really, really, really simple strategy that outperforms top competitors in the marketplace. I guess I could keep going here, Rose. There's a whole sequence there, but some of the things, these are some of the things that we do that really cause us to become one of the dominant players in the niches and the categories that we choose to play in. We systematically create funnels to never fail. And we systematically create businesses to outperform top competitors in the marketplace. And we don't always succeed in becoming number one, but we have an enormously high success rate of landing within the top 5 of those niches. So it's a strategy and a form that has been working very successfully for us for quite some time.
Obviously, if you've topped, topping $20 million in sales for your webinars, yes, you must be doing something right.
Yeah, our last 2 webinars alone just did 20 million. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. You
Yeah.
brought up a point about, finding your niche, but finding the people who have money to spend. How do you go about doing that? How do you pinpoint those people with the credit card ready to spend their dollars on whatever it is that whatever widget you're offering?
Yeah, that's a fabulous question. I'll give you the simple kind of concept of it all, and then I'll give you examples of it. And that is a fishing example. Certain bait catches certain fish, So the bait that you use to attract your prospect is very, very important. I had a very successful internet marketer come to me to consult with him, and he had spent a lot of money in the keto diet niche and built a very large email list, that was not making him any money. And he was using a free report to capture email addresses. And the free report, the title of the free report was something like the top 10 most delicious keto recipes for breakfast, keto breakfast recipes. And this was the problem. The problem was that type of report, that type of title is of interest to everybody. It's of interest to everybody. I'm not on the keto diet, but I love breakfast. I would sign up for that report because I love breakfast, but I'm not a keto dieter. I'm not that type of prospect. So when you have a bait like that catches every fish in the ocean, but not every fish in the ocean, so to speak, is worth catching. You just want the whales. You want the big fish. You want the ones that are worth a lot of money. So this is an example of using the wrong bait. So an example of using the right bait, we have a training out there right now, and it is all about how we're generating lots of sales on YouTube. And the whole idea, the whole hook is like how we're generating hundreds of sales a day with YouTube ads. Now, YouTube ads cost money. If you are interested in signing up for a training on, generating sales for your business with YouTube ads, well, that now is a qualifying topic. If you have no money and you're broke, you would have absolutely no interest in running YouTube ads, because YouTube ads cost a lot of money. So anyone who registers for a training on that topic psychologically is saying, yes, I have money. Yes, I am willing to spend that money on advertising. So that is the type of bait where when we put it out into the marketplace, all the people that are broke, all the people that have no money, or all the people that have no interest in spending any money with YouTube ads are just going to swim on by. But those that have the money, those that are interested in YouTube ads, they're going to bite on that bait. So that type of bait attracts people that have money and are interested in spending it. That's just one example. There's dozens of examples of ways to attract people who have money and are interested in spending it.
Some really good strategy, actually. And I think, listeners and viewers should take heed of that, because it's really important that you, word your copy in the right way so that people will that have the money will be attracted to the ad that you're using, rather than the people that might be tire kickers, or they are interested in the product or service that you're offering but don't have the money to spend. So yeah, you weed out the wheat from the chaff, really, don't you?
Yeah, and I one of my hobbies is investing in luxury watches, and there's a company that I follow, and they had a fabulous advertisement, and I'm trying to think of it now, but it was something like how to turn a $5,000 investment in luxury watches into a full-time business. And that is another fabulous example, because who is going to respond to that? It's only people that have $5,000 to invest in luxury watches. So if you're broke, if you don't have any money, you're not going to respond to something like that. It's another example of like a financial qualifier in that particular case, that would only target people who have money. I don't know anything about that particular offer, but I'm pretty sure the $5,000 is how much it costs to get the training to learn how to invest in luxury watches. But that's another example of the type of bait that only fish with money bite on, and only fish not only that have money but have the intention to spend it. So if like how to turn a $5,000 investment into a full-time business. That means anyone who replies to that has $5,000 and is willing to invest it. It's very smart. It's very subtle.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you've got a book coming out called Relentless, the ultimate multi-channel marketing funnel. Do tell what it's about. I mean, obviously the title says it, but what's in it that would people, buy it from you?
Yeah, it's all about creating sales funnels using multi-channel marketing. The idea there is that we have figured out a broad variety of tools and tactics for using multi-channel marketing to generate sales for our business. So we use things like direct mail, SMS, email, social media. The list goes on and on and on in terms of the various different channels that we use to generate sales. So normally when people put sales funnels together, they're really just using email, and and that's really it. But we have found that we can significantly increase the quantity of sales, the quantity of profits, the quantity of return on our ad spend when we employ all of these various different multi-channel marketing strategies. So the book is really just about how it's about our unique way of creating sales funnels, and
where can we find
outlines
it?
the system. It's in the works, and it will certainly it'll be available on multichannelmarketing.com. It will ultimately later on down the road be available on Amazon, but certainly multichannelmarketing.com is where people will be notified about it.
Wonderful. Now, Caleb, because of all this great information that you've shared with us today, where can people find you to spend their dollars with you?
Well, certainly you can go to multichannelmarketing.com. There's a waiting list for the book. I highly recommend anybody who is interested in the type of work that we do, and learning more about how we do funnels and our particular unique take on marketing and advertising and positioning and sales funnels. If you go to multichannelmarketing.com, you'll be able to sign up for a waiting list there, and that's how you will get into my world and get the opportunity to learn from me on an ongoing basis.
Wonderful. Now, I ask all my guests this question: if you were to give some advice, it can be personal, it could be business related, what would you share?
Well, this we've just spoken all about marketing and advertising, and I think I think if we were to stick to that topic, I think that there is there is a formula for success that we were all born with. And I think the older we get, the further, the more we tend to forget what that formula is. But the formula is specialize, commit, take action, and never give up until you succeed. If that was not in our DNA, we would never have learned to walk. We would have never learned to talk. We would have never learned to dress ourselves. We would have never learned to be the people that we are today. We're genetically programmed to see something, decide to go after it, specialize in it, commit to it, take action, and continue to progress and succeed at it despite repeated failures. And that's in our DNA. And the older we get, we tend to lose that. We tend to start to feel insecure. We tend to start to feel like, we're not capable of doing things. And we lose sight of that. And I think that, the more that we can get back in touch with how we're genetically programmed to succeed, the greater the success that we would have in life. Certainly in business, I have been lucky enough to witness a lot of people succeed. And I've, also been able to witness a lot of people that failed. And usually the people that have failed and continue to fail are people that have not chosen one particular path and have chosen to specialize, commit, take action, and continue to work that path or that strategy or that business model until they succeed. Usually the people that fail are the people that try one thing one day, another thing the next day, something else the day after that. The journey to success is always going to be longer than everybody thinks and more work than they expect. And the people that are not willing to do that are usually the ones that, fail consistently, repeatedly. And the people that succeed are the ones that they decide this one strategy, this one path, I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to, specialize in it. I'm going to take action on it. I am absolutely going to fail a lot along the way, but I'm not going to internalize failure as something personal. I'm going to internalize it as a lesson. Each failure is a lesson. Each failure is a step closer to success. And I'm just going to keep at that one particular path until I accomplish my goal. The people who employ that strategy have been consistently successful, and they reach the highest levels of success. And the people that do not follow that path are usually the ones that fail consistently and reliably. So one piece of advice, I think, if I could leave everybody, it's pick one particular path in business and specialize at it, commit to it, take action at it, understand that you're going to fail a lot. I fail more these days than I ever did, but I am relentless, hence the name of the book. And I learn from all my mistakes. I get better, and my results continue to improve. And that would be my advice: specialize, commit, take action, and never give up.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it, Caleb. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for talking with me today. I learned a lot actually, and I'm going to go and
thank you kindly, Rose.
And I'm going to go and chase you up on LinkedIn now.
Very good. Well, I appreciate the opportunity to talk with you, and I hope that this was in some ways enlightening to your listeners.
I'm sure it will be. Will be. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you very soon.
Thank you kindly. God bless. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Talking with the Experts, hosted by Rose Davidson. Make sure you have a look at our back catalogue over at talkingwiththeexperts.com. And be sure to subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss out on any episode. We look forward to your company next time. Talking with the Experts.